These are tough men saving literal lives.
Do you think men are important? Like for what?
Did everybody really clap for that? They're like, wow, that was so inspirational. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay. I'm sorry, that was not very impressive. That dog was like a chihuahua. Wow, I saved your life from a little tiny dog, but I'm sure it'll get more interesting. Just a second.
Remind me that I don't need a man and men are useless.
Oh, that is so ridiculous. Why do women say that? I used to think that it was more normal for that to be said, and now I'm just like, it's so rude, and it shows why they get that type of treatment that further proves their own point because of how they think. And so I'm working on myself too, so I can be better appreciative. You know, I could work on myself a lot, to be honest. That was very smooth. Good job, men. Oh. But men just have these incredible reflexes. It's truly remarkable. Men are brave. Men are so brave. Wow. Oh, poor baby. He would have been so hurt. My goodness. Okay, look at this kid. He's sitting on the edge of the pool. At least the women alert. It's like, wow, you were so useful. Thanks for doing absolutely nothing. And then this guy comes running. He was on the toilet. He was looking at Facebook. He heard screaming, ran out so fast, saved that kid. And we are so grateful to have men. Thank you. Thank you. He didn't have to do that. It was amazing.
He's smiling!
He's smiling. Wow. See, men just have such quick reflexes. It's amazing. Oh. And I mean, it's not to say that men aren't not scared, but they're just brave. They continue on anyway. Men are actually really cool. They're actually pretty cool. I saved her from myself. I was doing something a tad bit reckless, and then I saved her. So therefore, I saved her. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's necessary. Roar! I am man. Just holding by the pinky toe. I got you. Wow. It shows, like, we need men. We need men. They protect it. They're great. What do we do without them? I like that he assessed the situation. He's like, okay, do I need to sit forward to hold him, or can I just put my foot out? He's like, oh, it's not that bad of a fall. I'm sure my foot will suffice.
Yeah. Happy birthday. Don't cry. You're about to make me cry. Don't cry. Pull it out. Let the world see it.
Cat got a bat. Is something gonna happen?
I ain't
Looks like
forget
such
about
a normal day.
you. Yeah. I want to see some home runs. I love you.
Aw.
Don't cry. Let me see. Let me see you post up with it. How you gonna knock it out the ball? There you go. Right. Yup. Happy birthday.
Aw. So it's like men do have a sensitive side somewhere. Somewhere deep, deep down inside some crevice. They have some type of sensitivity and emotion.
I got it! Yeah! Yeah! I caught it, bro! I caught it, baby! Yeah!
Oh, he caught it. Did he actually catch the ball? Wow, that was remarkable. That was a miracle. Men are miraculous. See, when men express a little bit of sensitivity, it's a miracle. I don't know. Okay, wait. You guys might not understand this reference, but that reminds me of when Spirit, the horse, jumps across from one mountain to the other, and then they're celebrating. It was the same exact celebration. It was like, freedom! Yeah, we did it! Yeah, we conquered the world! Oh, it's a little kid. He did so good. How did he hit it so hard? They have been practicing so hard. I mean, I guess emotion also comes from guys when they've worked really hard for something and then they accomplish it. Yep, that is true. When it comes to things like bullfighting or like bull riding, those things wouldn't even exist without men. Men are incredible, remarkable, so much so that they are able to fight bulls or ride bulls. Bulls are the most terrifying thing in the world.
No, you're not. No, you're not. I got you. I got you. I got you. Mental. Mental, Jaden. Mental. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Mental. Look at him. Mental. Yo, check. There. Come on. Yo, mental.
I am warm. I am hot. Man, it is really hot in this hot tub. It is steaming.
Mental. My leg, Jaden. Damn. I got Jaden. Damn. I got you.
They're so hard on men. They would never be that hard on a woman. Or else it'd be inhumane. Wow. Whoa. His demeanor completely changed. He's like, you got to 0. I could stay here all night. Wow. What? A very good teacher. Whoa, those dogs look scary. Wow. I'm starting to understand that although women may feel unappreciated, that men are unappreciated to extremes as well. Well, also, both. I mean, appreciation is something that both men and women need desperately. And when we don't get it, that's when like the battle of the sexes begins. It's like, well, I'm better than. Don't touch me. I have a boyfriend. Don't touch me. And it's like, I just saved your life. I saw it coming. No, you were looking at your phone. No, I saw it. I'm calling my boyfriend. Oh my goodness.
Saving his son right there.
Oh, that hit me in the heart. It's like, jeez. And then there's women like, oh, well, what do I need a man for? For your life? For your family's life? For your well-being? Uh-oh. Motorcycles are so dangerous. Motorcycles are so dangerous. Jeez. That was like a really aggressive water slide.
Look at him make a jaw-dropping dive over the 4-foot fence. Straight into the pool, saving his little...
Pools are also very dangerous. Just close them. If it's an above ground pool, take out the ladder. Don't let kids be near pools unattended. Just a little warning to everybody watching. So we can prevent things like that. It almost is like women think that they don't need men because we've come a long way, supposedly, with technology. And it's like we don't need to fight each other or like have swords and stuff or go hunting for our animals. Although a lot of manly men do like to hunt. I'm just saying that we still do need men because there is always going to be people who are trying to steal or take advantage, even in safe places. It happens everywhere, and there's always a sense of security that a woman needs to be able to do the things that she's good at. She needs a safe abode. What? Maybe put a window screen? I don't know why some people don't have window screens. Block your window. You're on like the 2000th floor. I can't watch. I cannot watch. Ooh. Where's your mom? He climbed out of his apartment. Guys, Spider-Man is not real. It's a movie. Get inside your house, please, everybody.
It's not okay. It's necessary. What the hell are we going to do without men? You look around the city here, you see all these buildings go up. These men, they're doing impossible things. They're under the streets, working on the sewers. They're up on the power lines in the storms and the rain. They're keeping this impossible infrastructure functioning. This thing that works in a miraculous manner. They work themselves to death. And often, literally, the gratitude for that is sorely lacking, especially among the people who should be most grateful. You see university professors, especially of the social justice bent, they take everything they have for granted, failing to understand entirely that there's a massive infrastructure of unbelievably hardworking, solidly laboring, working-class men breaking themselves in half on a regular basis, making sure that everything that always breaks works.
About 1% of the men.
That makes me really sad. I almost feel really, like, bad. I feel like I should apologize. I'm sorry, honestly, for not being as grateful as I should. Really. That there's incredible depths to that. And, okay, let's hear this message.
63% of all of the violent crimes. And even though it's such a small minority, the narrative in the media has been women should fear men and men should be ashamed of being men. The truth of the matter
That's
is
true.
the vast majority of men are good men, and good men protect the world from bad men. Don't buy into this narrative that's been created to divide us, that men are just here to oppress women. I'm sorry, feminists, but the guy that's waking up at 5 a.m. to sell mangoes and chilies on the side of the road ain't doing it because he wants to oppress his wife. He does it.
So he's saying, like, it's a sense of duty, you know, that men aren't just doing it to I mean, bring in some sort of income. Well, that is a part of it because in doing those works, you're able to provide income, money for your family so that they can support themselves. And also, the work that they're doing is making it so the rest of the world functions better, which also further contributes to the family and doing work that is good for the family. And I thought it was interesting how he said that good men are protecting against the bad men. But it's not just like, oh, all men are bad, so just get rid of them. That's ridiculous. I mean, of course, we need men. What I see as the main problem is like, it's just we're not able to put ourselves in each other's minds. And I guess that what men mostly think about is just their job. Like they really have a deep long to be able to work and provide and make worthy of their works, and their talents. And that's good. And that's something that should be encouraged because there's jobs that women obviously can't do. And men, on the other hand, can't create humans. And so it's just having appreciation for the things that men do. And I'm going to name 5 specifics of things that men do so I can really be sure that I am recognizing things that men do, hopefully. And that is 1, I would say the mining industry, perhaps, because I mean, they provide things that go in our phones and stuff. And then oil, maybe? Construction. I think construction is huge. I mean, those are like 3 things that women probably couldn't do. I'd say the military. And I'd also say some type of like teacher or some type of coach, because I find it really interesting to have men that teach how to think, because men are very focused. And so I like to try to understand how a man can accomplish so much, because I mean, some of the most accomplished people are men. And so I try to understand how it is that a person can be so driven, so focused, so determined. And I try to apply those things to my life as well. Not meaning that I become more masculine, but I just try to understand what works when it comes to making money specifically. And I also think that those types of things can be applied to the family as well. And it's interesting because I just really feel like this is such an interesting topic. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you guys enjoy watching me struggle to figure out what it is. I think, okay, I got 4 of them, right? Or no, I did all of them. I said teachers is the last one. I'll come up with one more just in case. And that is mechanics. I think people who work on cars do pretty good too. But then, I mean, so like there's all types of business, all types of operations, all types of fields of work. And then when people get really good at those things, it's like you don't have to be doing as much physical labor. Oh, okay. Yesterday I heard something about physical labor. What was it? That doing something with your hands can help you learn, or it actually helps you feel like you are being able to see something that you create, and that helps your mind. Oh my goodness. See, if I was a man, I probably would have been able to explain what I just said. But those things are difficult for myself to comprehend, how like trying to put a dresser together is very difficult. I put a dresser together and it took me about an hour, and I put the dresser wrongly. I put it backwards. I had 2 sides and they were on the opposite side. And I was looking at the pieces, trying to figure it out. And on top of that, I was also screwing in a screw with a screwdriver and not a drill gun. And I got a bruise in the middle of my hand and it hurt. And I was just thinking, this dresser is absolutely ruining my life. And for other men, it'd be like, oh, like, put the dresser together. And then they just put it together, and there's just a magical dresser there. So much so that it's something that women aren't able to really appreciate, perhaps because we don't understand it completely. Because going through the process of, okay, drill this, drill that, is different for us because our bodies work differently. And so in trying to screw it, I was like, man, this is hurting my hand. And I'm still talking about it. Like 1 year later, I'm like, man, that thing hurt my hand. But for a man, it'd be like so minute to be able to have put that together. You know, I move a piece of furniture and I think, man, that was really difficult. To move a dresser from one side of the room to the other is hard. But for a man, those are things that you can do in seconds. You guys are like the Transformers or something. It's like, I can't keep up. And then you guys just like walk around doing all these things, creating all these things, and then they're just there. And so I just wake up in the morning and I see the buildings and I see the cars and I just use them without actually taking the time to appreciate each thing. And that is a good quality of success, is to be able to question the things that you see. How did the things that are around us get there? And more importantly, how do they work? It's all about figuring out how things work, because truly everything is complicated. And I think when we look around, we'll be able to appreciate both men and women more, because men are able to create such remarkable, complicated systems and mechanisms, machineries that can create things. And meanwhile, women also are creating the men who create those things and raise those men so that they can be good men. And so it's like, yeah, women could be mad at men for just like being men, but women are also raising men. So instead of focusing on what's bad and the things that we can't control, it's like, well, I can control what I can, and I can help the world by raising my family and treating my husband well, so he is also a good man, and so my kids are also good men. And then we'll be able to see more good men in our lives, because we won't be surrounded by like not good men. And so it's a responsibility of both the sexes, of men and women, to do good. That's basically it. It's very simple. And life is just, the main goal and objective is to do good for men and women. And there's also bad women, good women, bad men, good men. And so it's just about actually always analyzing our intentions, what we're doing, and staying consistent with that so we don't go off the rails. If we say my goal is this, to help the world with this, or to create this, then we will go towards that because we know that it's good. And sometimes our good is different than somebody else's good. And if we're certain of what we're doing, then it'll be fine, because we'll still accomplish what we want and we'll still be able to provide the good that we intended to. So I hope that my insights were interesting to you, and maybe if you are a man, that perhaps I gave you some type of female ideas of how our brains work, because sometimes I just don't understand what a man is thinking. And honestly, there's a lot of times I don't think it's a whole much. I think that guys just like look and just nothing happens. That's weird. That's weird. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm just kidding. I guess like the thing is, it is okay, because that makes men like calm, so they're able to focus on one thing when they do, because men are so focused on one thing. Meanwhile, women are more thinking about all kinds of things. So yeah, I mean, men, maybe just whenever you see a woman and you think that she's going off the rails, just understand that that's who she is as a human, and she cannot change that, but we have to be able to work with that. And from my end, I can also work on, whenever I see a man just like blank-headed, I'm not going to be like, why are you so blank-headed? Why aren't you paying attention to me? It should be more just like, okay, I understand that you are within your nothing box right now, and I will either leave you in your nothing box, or I will gently take you out of the nothing box. And I think that that's really important, because it almost seems like men try to stay in their nothing box when you're trying to get them to come out of it. And then you have to do a lot for them to be able to get out of that nothing box, unless you do it correctly, or else they'll just completely ignore you. And then it makes you feel bad as a woman. And so it's just like being able to treat each other correctly so that we can work together well, and then we can make good families, and then our families can produce for generations and generations, so we can continue to make the world better. Isn't it amazing though that we're living in a world with such good technology and how advanced we are? I do think cars are dangerous though. Be careful in cars. Please drive safe. And motorcycles too. Airplanes are great. Airplanes are really cool, how we can just fly over the whole world. All right, well, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.